It's been a fucking while. Y'all, it's been since March 30th, I think, since I uploaded the season 5 video. So technically, I guess that would be like a somewhat of a start date. And now it's July 19th. I was supposed to have the season done last month. I took an entire extra month to make it, but you know what? I like it. I kind of fucked up my creative juices, but I'm a little better now, so I just want to get right into it because um, what other things I have here? Yeah, like I wanted to add some like characters, and I wanted to also add like characters. I was really fucking around with the character shit a lot. I wanted to like add characters and shit that's like walking around, but again, I don't know how to do that. So let's go. This is everything I kept from the cosmetics from the last season. So like more like the uh, other items like the overdrive, maybe the fire, recon scanners, all that good stuff. And I basically kept barely any weapons because I added all these new ones, which is not that many new ones. I wanted to really erase everything. Like, I really wanted to erase a good amount of shit. And let's start with the cosmetics. So we got the flashbang, the scan, one of these scanners, the thermal, campfire, and the bubble shield from Reload. A lot of that new stuff. And we got the drill, which is more movement. Love it. We got the Zapatron. Makes sense for the season, I'd say. For the war themes, we got some different guns for war theme with the ray gun, kind of like more of the cube stuff. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I have to keep going back here to fucking. We got this. What shotgun is this again? The one from Zero Build. The one that came out with Zero Build, I think. Which one was it? That like one shot one. I forgot about it. And then the collateral damage and the pistol. So not as many guns as like maybe other seasons, but I kind of wanted to wipe it clean for others. This is a spawn island. This is what the new spawn island looks like. I'd say um this changed a lot. I changed a good amount. I'd say I changed so much actually to the point where I ran out of chests during the making, so I actually have to go to like other places where I might have had like chests randomly placed, and I had to delete those. So yeah, chests are gonna be a little scarce. I'm gonna have to remove this one sadly. Who doesn't love this one? All right, the rebirth has had even more growth. That will just kind of continue happening until I'll always continue happening until a certain point. Let's get into the sanctions of this. This is the war season, right? Let's get into the sanctions here. This is like nuclear war. This is like the biggest war, as you can see. If an actual nuke hit this map, this whole map would be obliterated. But obviously, I can't obliterate my entire map, so it's more like little atomic bombs, Fortnite style, right? So kind of all the this is kind of the devices to make it work. All the all this shit's gone. And also, you can see I have something for a later update here. Maybe. That's kind of like maybe now because of, yeah. I want to make this also kind of look a little, like, apocalyptic with, like, I want to make this like look a little foggier. By the end of the season, this map will probably look really freaking foggy. So if you want to see that, go into Twitch and see the updates. I'm actually going to start posting them a little better. Once I get everything in shape. Nothing changed over here. Nothing changed over here other than, spawns. All that good shit. Yeah, all the spawns have been like happening all over last season. So we have all the spawn Ks, and this is, let's start with Octo. So Octo on site, their main base is kind of destroyed. It's still called Octo on site, but because like the main building, like these two main buildings are still here, but these buildings are gone. Like this one's still here as well, but this one's kind of like infested. As you can see, it's called Infested. This one got infested from all the cubes around this map area. It's really going kind of bad for Octo at their main spot because they somewhat move spots. These are like the new trees they kind of use from the Haunted Gallery to try to make it look a little more destructive. And added these because I wanted some movement and I didn't want to add like a whole other item, so I just added more water. But I want to add this like little dead thing. So it has like a different twist on like the nuclear things, right? But it's also like radioactive. So this is like the radioactive fumes from the nukes or atomic bombs, I guess. So the war officially starts, right? Like got 2 bombs landing here, and you might wonder like why are the blimps on the ground? these blimps carry the bombs. And they land on shit. And you can see where this one's heading. I want you to maybe think about, where do you think this is heading? Do you think this is heading over Octo, or do you think it's heading over the vault? Pick something in the comments. Added zip lines. I haven't added. What the fuck did I do? Oh, God. Oh God. Well, I think some of these zip lines might be a little screwed on. Oh damn! I found an issue with my zip lines. All right, guys. I might have some technical issues. Oh my God, that's funny. Wait, I think I destroyed the beds. No, I didn't. See, that's why I didn't add beds over there. I would have destroyed it. All right. Well, I'll fix that later. Probably next update. Once I come back next week, I'll fix that in the summer update. I'll have to go into all the zip lines and fix them. Ugh, I hate glitches and shit. It's all right though. Let's just keep going. We have the zip lines over here. So this is Octo. This is not a new POI, but this is a main like destructed POI. So this is kind of like a main POI this season. This has to kind of reconnect now over Landbox. This little like landmark here, and yes, this will also change in a later update. Just I hope you guys wonder what will change. It's kind of crazy. I've had this POI sitting here since like season 2. Now it's season 5. Wow. This is also a later update, but this was here kind of, I think, like last update, or maybe not one last update. I added a lot for the new season. I've been making it for 3 weeks and like on and off, so might be a little messed up. Split supplies. So I mean, there's some places that are like, so you can kind of tell. So the red is the Octo side, and the blue is the King's like side. Is the King symbol. So this is what they're called now. They're called King. And this was the main, this is kind of their main thing here. We're going to get to that. Let's go over to City High Ground. This was another POI. This is like one of the first POI I started adding. I want to upgrade this place. I think it was like the Towers POI. I forgot what it was called, but it was called something Towers. Anyways, it's now City High Ground, and I really like City High Ground. It's really cool. You know, it has geez, these zip lines are ridiculous. But City High Ground, it's not like crazy like stuff in it. I mean, like this is kind of like, so this main like tall, this is like one of the taller buildings, and it is still in construction because, well, just started being made for the construction area. And they have this little area. I kind of forgot to do something over here. Make it look good. Make it look good. Not make it look like shit. Alright. There's a little side area to get into. See, this is where, like, the head of everyone speaks. It's kind of where, it's kind of like the room. Kind of where the community gets involved. They kind of, like, hear everything. It's kind of like, it's basically a meeting. It's basically like a big-ass meeting spot. And I actually don't know what I want to make this yet. I'm still thinking about it. All I have is like some chests over here. And it is going to be a really tall building. Like it is going to be all the way up here. Like taller than the cube. I will make it really tall. Let's go. Jesus Christ. Let's go to. Let's start from the low levels. Let's start from level -1. Because look at down here. We got all the drills going over here. Yeah. Get a little reactor. This is going to be for later. We'll see what's going to be here later. We'll see. This is like level -1. That's level 0. Kind of where this is. And we have two like buildings in level like 0. I mean, there's really no buildings in the other ones, but I like this level. Don't mind the zip line. Looks like a stripper pole. Don't mind that. This place is kind of like a, I'm thinking of also turning it into somewhat of like a refuge area, as a stay area, but also it's an investigation area, as a lot of places in City High Ground are investigation areas. That also kind of leads you right there, and like we have all the barricades barricading off the desert, because the desert is kind of where the king's, well, This is where the kings reside. I don't know why, but it sounds ridiculous calling them king. This is store. Obviously, every single place that every single POI has to have a storage area. I always do that. So this is the storage area for this POI. And now let's go to level. You know, you're realizing it. The city's kind of ridiculous in a way. Like it's also kind of like how are you gonna get to like the next levels? This is like another one of the levels where this is okay. So this level. I mean, this level is where you come up from, like, usually. This is usually where everything is. I kind of had to move the door. It would make no sense. So, this is the main place. This is from last season. In this main hallway from last season, it was also this hallway, towers. Honestly, I'm being for real. This is one of my coolest POIs. I love, like, the creative process of this POI. I kind of liked it. Like, I've never really done anything with this, like, levels thing. Kind of different for me. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm actually I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. That's one building. I actually did add another building to this level. This level has the most buildings. This is the next building. We know this building. This building's been here. Was also here in season, what was it? I think 3 or 2, whatever season the towers came in. I think it was season 4 or 3. One of those. I have to go back. I have no idea. I honest to God forgot. But we're going to go over here to this building. This is also a room for the higher ups to keep spot, work at. I have a lot of the windows here that might actually not be safe for the war. Oh yeah, and even out here, there's like a little walkway into the other building. I tried to make the walkways work, and I think they do. It's just I kind of forgot to make it work where everyone, I guess. Oh, you know what? I just made an idea. It makes sense now. You go in here, everybody goes up here into whatever levels they need to be in. You go up here, and then you go to the levels you work in over at City High Ground. Yeah. And then the next level. How do you even get to this level? Oh yeah, you get the next level. You get from either up in this part of these parts of the building. Also, because there will not be any staircase to get from here to here, so you literally like have to go up to here. And the way you do that is by going from like one of these buildings and just going up to this third level. Not the total top. There's actually another thing at the top over here. This is the top right here. And I really like this little concept here of having everything like also working here. You can see all the bottom. You can see everything. This is probably one of my favorite POIs I've actually ever made because there's a good amount of shit to it, honestly. I don't know which one took me longer, this or the lab. The lab, we'll get to the lab in a second, bro. We will get to the lab. All right, and this is like the last like floor here. Taken right from Octo On site. Where this is taken right from Octo On site when it was blowing up right before. They took basically everything from over here, plastered it all the way over here, and this is their main base now. City High Ground is the main base for Octo. Octo On site's still there, but it's not looking very good. But yeah, it's not looking very good for them. But let's get to the desert POIs, and then we'll get to the last one we'll talk about. Atomic Aftermath. This PO, oh my god. Atomic Aftermath here. This is where the main, like, I guess nuke thing went off and low-key destroyed the fuck out of it. This place was like big. Remember this place being like this big-ass thing? Like, I destroyed the fuck out of this place. I low-key kind of wanted it to go on. I don't know why I hated it. I didn't even hate this place. I just wanted to destroy it. Alright, that's it for that place. But this place also is kind of like connecting. So I kind of connected to POIs a little bit. Yeah. I kind of connected to POIs. So I connected all the destruction all over here. And you can see like the black fog thing. It definitely makes it look a lot more apocalyptic. that's what I'd say. I think it looks way more apocalyptic at this angle. With all the, like, I kind of wanted to make it look kind of pleasing. You have a little, and now you have scatters. Thing is, like the bomb kind of, when it goes off, when it went off, the bomb, it kind of scattered all the way over here. As well, there was a bomb over here too, but it also ended up here. Where rigged railway exists, this is like the second place for King. King has, King occupies 3 POIs plus a new one. Octo On-Site occupies 2 plus 1 new one. But like, thing is, both of their places are kind of destroyed. Atomic Aftermath is from Octo On-Site. Like, the way it started was King bombing Octo On-Site first. Then they ended up piggybacking that, and they ended up going after the this place, which I think it was like the nuclear reactor place here, and then totally fucking destroying this place because there's also already like an atomic bomb or a nuke here, so it's created even more damage for the other areas over here at rigged railway, with also there being a bomb here. Now there's like more. This POI still has more. Ooh. Like this one works. It's so weird. This one works and the other ones don't. Kind of weird, honestly. There's gotta be for a reason why that one works and the other ones don't. Nitro still works. There's just not as many. Like Nitro isn't like as accessible anymore, obviously from the war. What I would do is I would maybe make the cost of minis go up. That's kind of fucked up. My bad. All right. Oh, we still have another one. King's community. This is apparently going to be closed community. Well, apparently I'm like I don't know. This was going to be closed community. I never actually added lines over it. Like, you know, these little these little things. I mean, they're not really doing much, honest to God, but they're doing something. I want to make it look like it's closed off. Also, I think you can obviously see which POI is probably going to go to Octo first. This one. And you can kind of see which one might go to King. This one. Or I'll add some plot twists. You'll never know. I was originally going to make Season 5 one of my longest seasons, but the last season ended up being the longest. Goodbye, Season 4. Thank God you're over. Alright, King's community. Alright. Every time I go in one of these buildings, I can literally tell you exactly what I was watching. I'm not going to tell you. It's kind of crazy. It was like a documentary about awful things that happen to people. Anyways, I watch documentaries. Another one of these situation rooms. King's community. Kind of broken down a little bit. But it's kind of like the whole kind of like look of this place. More rooms, more houses, more rooms. Everything's connected into one. Like, everything's connected. And you might think, oh, I didn't finish this house. No, this is like the finished product. There's like nothing in here. Literally nothing in here. And then this is a big area. This is kind of like a radio tower-esque like thing kind of building here. I do want to do more with the radio. I would like to try some radio things. I do get a lot of inspiration from shows like, well, Stranger Things. Obviously, I do. I'd love to try doing some shit like that. But I also get, like, inspiration from Fortnite. And you'll see what I want to do with the cubes coming back. Kind of changed my whole storyline. With that. I kind of changed my whole storyline with that cube thing. Kind of, I don't know. Maybe I regret doing it. We have beds here. We have more broadcast devices here. Whatever the fuck that is. This is the passcode to get in here. It's pretty. I'm gonna say, in real life, this would have been even way more secure. At some point, I do want to make this entire POI like a closed off area, like a full-on closed off area. And I also would at some point like to maybe introduce like a whole other island, maybe floating over here. Not floating island, but like, you know, like rafts and shit as like a refugee area from like war times. I'm very much trying to make this like somewhat believable. You have a weird ass helipad. Damn. And then in the main building, the main top building is for the king. For the king. And they can see, look who's watching over them. Octo. Alright. Look who's watching over them. That's Octo over there watching over them. I feel like there's something over here too. Did I remove a building? Dude, honest to God, I forgot what the fuck this POI used to look like before. I just was building it for so long. I forgot what the other map looked like. Okay, we're gonna get to the last place here. As you can see, the desert's kind of fallen a little bit. I mean, we have this other desert over here. We have this like slopey. They have the slopey desert, and then we have this like hard rock desert that's kind of going extinct here. All right, so this is Reality Lab. You can kind of see where I took inspiration, but I wanted to also do something different, a little maybe more sinister. I have certain. Like, every update's kind of, like, has their certain names. Every update has, like, certain things tied to it. I want to do that. I will have a summer update as well. Alright, this is the area where you go into. Self-explanatory. Alright, first floor. I guess floor 0. And then there'll be other ones. Let's get the fuck out of here. So, no, but actually, we're... This area, this whole thing here, it's like it's kind of like a doctor's thing. I'm taking a play on hospitals, but also making it like a prison. It's a hospital, but a prison. But it's not an insane asylum. It's not an insane asylum. So make whatever you want with that. And no, they're not doing experiments in here. They're more just kind of killing people. Just killing. Just a bunch of killing. And I would do that whole, like, 11 biotech weapon, the Stranger Things thing. And I kind of don't really want to do that because that would just kind of just be ripping off. And I don't know if I want to be a ripoff this time. I've already done that before. I don't know if I want to do it a 5th time. So, closing that door. This is the bathroom. There's a bunch of bathrooms. There's the bathroom 4-1. Wow, it's so crazy. You know, it's crazy. In Reality 1, there was probably a record. There was 0 bathroom. There was 0 bathrooms in Reality 1. And now in Reality 2, we've hit a record 3 bathroom areas. 3. Progress. I'm really bad at the fucking adding shit, as you can tell. But basically, this entire first floor is that's like all this is. I guess we'll go over here already, and then over here, it's like a nice little area to watch the one single tree. And over here, to go over here. This is not the most sinister part of this place, but one of them. Now this TV, it doesn't just show like this. This is where everyone goes to take a test. And if they fail that test, maybe not fail that test, but if you get picked, they either tell you to go in this room. You can kind of guess what people they gonna be fucking doing in this room, or you go to a different room, which I will show later. Let's go up to the. Can we like lock the fuck in, please? Oh my god. All right, let's go up to the next floor. Damn. Oh, also I was gonna add like a backyard area here. That'll probably still happen. I want to kind of make this thing look like a work in progress. Like there's still gonna be stuff worked on here. Second area. Second floor. Oh, is this how you get to the different floors? This door here? Yeah, you go through here. You go up. Now the second floor. Bam. Fuck up. Alright. Second storage unit of this season. We got another storage unit at Reality Lab. And we got more. Weird. More labs. And another bathroom area. Yep. Second one. Two bathroom areas in one POI. I'm on a fucking roll. And we got this very Squid Game looking ass room. This isn't supposed to look like Squid Game. Actually, well, no, it kind of is. But with this lab, I wanted to put the references from shows that I like. And also just things that I've seen before. Just weird shit. Just stuff that I like, and putting it all in this one POI. But not everything. This is another one of my favorite POIs I've ever made, even though this one was very tedious because of all the thinking I had to do with like how to make this POI make sense and look good. And even now I'm finding troubles with that. But this is the area where the people sleep in. Because no, they don't go back home when they come in here. No, they stay in here. Like when you come here to get like checked on, they're not even like doing like checkups or like normal doctor checkups. They'll be like, no, they have to stay here. They're very sick. And then you join their little thing, and no, they don't play games. They play death games, but they're not Squid Games. They're not as fun as those games. No, they're a lot worse. And not very fun. It's just death. Oh, that's all it is, death. Now this third floor is remember what I was talking about? Like some people, when they get chosen, they go here to this big room or they go somewhere else. This is somewhere else. This is the death chamber. So you can see, I'm trying to make this look as bad as possible. This is bad shit. This place will tie into the story of the war and will make sense. As the story and the map goes on, there are 3 chairs. 3 people get chosen. What the fuck? You weren't supposed to see that. And then the sick motherfuckers here press 3 little computers. Boom, 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 dead. And yes, there's like different thing. I'm not gonna go into the pyrotechnics of it. I'm really not. I didn't think that far through with this place, but I did think enough to make this place look red and look very threatening. So that's that. And then we go up a floor into a nicer place because that's not a very not so nice place. And then after that little choose thing, everyone else goes over here into life. The life room. Into life room. This room is what you can see. It's fake. Very fake life looking crap with trees and shit. Not fake trees, real rocks and real like stuff. Like I actually added real shit in here. But it's very much not like I added all this other crap to try to like add like blue like green screens of like the sky and shit. Very dystopian. And that's it for Reality Lab. Very nice, very wonderful, or a very wonderful place for the whole family. All right, that is season. How many seasons? Damn, 5. Damn. See, that is season 5. I hope you enjoyed this little dissection. This is somewhat of the map because again, I still can't see the whole map. This map has changed a lot. For one season, I definitely say, right? And if you say no, fuck you. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys again in 5 months when it inevitably takes 2 extra months for me to make season 6. All right, bye.